The episode commences with Targaryen Industries having a strategy meeting. Dany gets fired up at Varys for always conspiring against different kings and queens. She's like, "You're so bloody sneaky, how do I trust you?" He says, "I'm not a bad bloke. Once you get to know me, he is a fucking good bloke." In the end, it's decided that Varys is an okay bloke. Wormsy senses they have a visitor. Oh, it's Melisandre. Varys fucking roasts her for supporting Stano Baratheon. Did we not just talk about you supporting fuckheads? Touché, my queen. That's a bloody solid retort. Melisandre gives Jon Snow some free promotion. She says he's a top bloke and that he and Dany should form a new group. Tyrion says, "I know Jono and he is a top bloke." Dany tells him to fire off an email. Sansa thinks Winterfell is being hacked. Jono says, "Yeah, nah, that's a legitimate email." Davos supports starting a new group. Cersei sensationalizes the arrival of Daenerys to a small gathering of influencers. Randall Tarly has some concerns over the dragons. Qyburn says it's no worries, he has a very cunning plan. Jaime tries to get Randall to 100% sign a contract with the Lannisters. He offers Randall a sweet job promotion for when this stupid war comes to an end. Over in Old Town, the Archmaester tells Jorah he's absolutely fucked. Sam is like, "Damn bro, do you have an emergency contact I can call?" Jorah says, "Everyone fucking hates me, eh?" Qyburn unveils his latest gadget. He quotes the Slingshot channel by saying, "Let me show you its features." Cersei gives it a test and absolutely demolishes an antique fossil. Back over at another strategy meeting, everyone bullies Dany to create chaos. She doesn't want to destroy everything and be the Queen of Ashes though. Tyrion is like, "That's my fucking saying. Are you gonna give me credit for that? I'll bloody make a YouTube drama video on your ass, Queen." Tyrion does all the work again and comes up with a solid plan of attack. Grandma Tyrell then gossips about her colleagues and tells Dany to do her own thing. Classic shifty grandma. Wormsy talks to Missandei about his feelings and vulnerabilities. She's like, "Sure, yeah, that's all well and good, Wormsy, but what are your thoughts on these?" They rub their bumps together and he eats out her hairy magnet. Sambo decides it's definitely time to have a pic of Jorah's scabs. Jorah is like, "Fuck yes, that feels so good. Do it, mate." Sambo picks the shit out of those scabs. Oh, fuck yes, it's hot pie. In classic fashion, he gives Arya a hot pie, and then he's like, "Why aren't you in Winterfell? All the cool people are there." Arya's like, "You're a fucking legend, mate," and heads for Winterfell. Jono has to tell everyone how he's gonna go start a new group with Dany and Tyrion. They reckon it's a shit idea. Sansa airs their dirty laundry in front of everyone again. Even Lyanna Mormont gets stuck into him. You can tell he's thinking, "Fuck, she's gonna stab me like Ollie did. Fucking hate Ollie." In the end, he loses his temper at Littlefinger, which is not something I recommend. Arya is out in the bush when she gets approached by a big fuck-off wolf. She reckons it could be Nymeria, but the wolf is like, "Oh yeah, nah, sorry, you got the wrong wolf, eh?" Finally, Euron Greyjoy fucks shit up. I mean, he really kills a dickload of people. He even causes Theon to malfunction and revert back into Reek. Ilaria, Yara, and I think the only non-butchered Oberyn daughter are all captured.
Well, I did what I had to do. Yes, I did what I had to do. Yes, I did what I had to do. Oh, yes, I did what I had to do. Well, I did what I had to do. Yes, I did what I had to do.
You know, if last week's episode was about where you're from, I reckon this one called Stormborn is about who you are. To be more specific, I'd say it's about who you are within an era of escalating total war. Dany pushes Varys to stop talking in doublespeak and explain who he is and what he stands for. Even she has to decide if she's going to be Queen of the Ashes or take King's Landing with minimal conflict. Melisandre is reinventing herself, and now Cersei is on the throne. She has to figure out exactly what type of queen she's gonna be. We worry that the Mad King reputation is hanging over Dany's head, but it's definitely hanging over Cersei's. Wormsy reveals more about who he is at the moment. Oh, and so does Missandei by taking off her clothes. Had to do it. Sam is becoming a rebel against the education system. Jorah is hoping he still gets to be himself instead of turning into a fucking rock. Will Theon ever escape being Reek? And Jono has to wonder if he's making the same mistakes that got him stabbed and killed back at Castle Black. Or is he turning out to be too much like Ned? Considering he doesn't come from Ned's ballsack, I'm not gonna panic about this. Yeah, no, it's just a coincidence. Tying this all together is Arya when she says, "That's not you." That's bloody layered as fuck and applies to everyone. Me favourite scenes this week were the one where Varys cuts the bullshit. I thought this was a fair interrogation by Daenerys, and seeing actor Conleth Hill sink his teeth into some juicy dialogue is undeniably bonza. I genuinely love that Sambo's adventures at university are turning out to be the grossest scenes ever. The big fuck-off wolf gave me a stiffy. I mean, the dragons are impressive, but a big fuck-off wolf would be amazing. I also really like seeing Euron be a savage. We know it's late in the game to develop a new baddie, this is known, but having a dialogue scene last week and an action set piece this week was smart, I reckon. The way they made Oberyn's daughters annoying and arguing before the Slaughterfest is hysterical when you think of previous criticisms. I just like the tone of this after years of Disney pirate movies. It's like a swashbuckler horror film where Euron is a cross between Jack Sparrow and fucking Freddy Krueger. Seeing Theon revert to Reek was tragic, and this reaction cut me to the bone. Overall, I love that this episode feels like it's delivering on the old promise of the premise. This is a Game of Thrones. Everyone is setting up their chess pieces and trying to hustle as time runs out. There's a massive shit fight on the horizon, boys and girls. Absolutely massive. Oi, a big cheers to the Melbourne band, The Attention Seekers, for sending me your song to use. I've put links to their YouTube channel and Bandcamp in the video description. Top-notch stuff. Cheers!